Hey there, anime lovers and Netflix addicts. Today, we're diving into the Netflix anime vault to uncover the gems. So grab your popcorn and your pet cat. It's time to discover the best anime on Netflix. So without any further delay, let's dive right into it. Let's kick things off with Beastars. If you're into shounen anime with a dash of NSFU humor and a narrative that's as deep as a rabbit hole, then Beastars might just be the slice-of-life fantasy series you never knew you needed. This drama-heavy mystery series takes a walk on the wild side, diving into the lives of anthropomorphic animals. Picture this: carnivores and herbivores trying to coexist peacefully, like a jungle version of a reality TV show. It's like Zootopia turned up the drama, threw in some existential introspection, and added a pinch of carnivore-herbivore roommate drama. So if you're looking for an anime that's a little bit furry, a little bit feisty, and a whole lot of thought-provoking, Beastars is the beastly choice for your next binge watch.
Look at me. Face yourself. Don't look away. I'm growing bigger. Can you see? I won't look. Go away. I know you're ready. The fun part is just starting. All it takes is one bite.
Coming in at a dramatic number 9, we've got Violet Evergarden.
これを見た時のこういうのなんというのでしょう。
Based on a light novel series, this 13-episode gem brings to life a story of post-war reintegration into civilian life, all seen through the eyes of 14-year-old Violet Evergarden. Imagine trying to figure out what to do after a childhood of combat. It's like giving a soldier a teddy bear and saying, "Go adult now." This fantasy coming-of-age tale follows our plucky young orphan on her quest to find a purpose beyond the battlefield. But wait, there's more. It's not just any show. It's got a score that's so good it could make a rock cry. This series is the reason phrases like visually stunning are here to stay. I mean, they must have had a team of enchanted artists working on it. If you thought anime was just a style, think again, because this is art in motion. It's like a unicorn galloping through a rainbow. In short, if you haven't watched it yet, you're missing out on a masterpiece that's simply one of the most beautifully animated series to ever grace your screen. So grab some tissues and prepare to be wowed.
If it is your wish, I will travel anywhere to meet you. I am an Auto Memories doll. My name is Violet Evergarden.
Coming in at number 8, we've got Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Now, this series by Studio Trigger and anime guru Hiroki Imaishi makes a bigger splash than a rubber duck in a storm. Unlike its source material, Cyberpunk 2077, which had a hilariously botched launch, this show knows how to strut its futuristic stuff. We follow our main man, David Martinez, who after a tragic incident involving his mom and some heavy gunfire, decides to become the neighborhood cyborg superhero. Now, this sci-fi world isn't all rainbows and nanotech. It's a place where capitalism has its foot on the gas pedal, and class differences are as clear as the holograms at a tech convention. I mean, you've got kids arguing about their tech gadgets at school, while the cost of healthcare skyrockets like a SpaceX rocket. It's so relatable, it's almost scary. We might be closer to this dystopian future than we'd like to admit. So if you're ready for a wild ride through a world that's not too far from our own, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is the show to watch. Get ready for a technotastic adventure.
Listen up. This here out here watering is our turf, asshole. And guess what? We don't like stepping in piss. Are we clear on that? Now be a good asshole, pinch it off, and cage that pecker so we can... Oh, but shit, man! That's fucking twisted! You chromed your dick? That had to hurt. Gives new meaning to the phrase, hard as iron. As iron. As iron. As iron. As iron.
遥かな西。海の向こうにヴィンランドという名の土地がある。
Since its 2018 debut, this anime has become the gold standard for Viking action, a tale about what happens when you mix extreme violence with some serious emotional baggage. Think of it as a Viking therapy session with swords and shields. Now here's the kicker, it's got 2 seasons on Netflix and they're as different as night and day. The first season takes you through Thorfinn's brutal childhood, basically showing you how to turn a sweet kid into a hardened warrior. But wait, there's more. The second season dives into Thorfinn's life a few years down the road, where he's basically trying to un-Viking himself and heal from all the trauma. It's like an extreme makeover, Viking edition, out with the bloodlust, in with the therapy sessions. Vinland Saga isn't just any anime. It's like a modern masterpiece that's as epic as a Viking saga can get. So if you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out on a show that's got more layers than an onion and more action than a Viking raid.
くそ、まだ浅い。なんでこんなことになったんだ。ネズコ死ぬなよ、死ぬな。絶対。
If you're on the hunt for some top-tier action in the anime realm, look no further than Demon Slayer. It's like the heavyweight champion of anime in recent years, and it's got all the right moves. Crisp and perfectly choreographed fight scenes that'll have you wondering if the animators are secretly martial arts masters. Right? And don't get me started on the story. There's a secret war against demons, a tragic family backstory that'll hit you in the feels faster than a wrecking ball, and a young hero caught in the middle. To put it into perspective, for our American newbies, this anime is so popular that its sequel film Mugen Train made more money in Japan than Godzilla fighting King Kong while eating sushi. So if you haven't hopped on the Demon Slayer train yet, you're missing out on a ticket to action-packed greatness.
父さん、守ってくれ。この一撃で骨を断つ。日の神神楽。壁らの天。
What can be expected from a hero?
Secret recipe for the hilariously action-packed masterpiece that is One Punch Man. Well, it's all about the quarter-life crisis of our hero, Saitama. He's a guy who can knock out any opponent with a single punch. Talk about being overqualified for your job. Imagine having a superpower so simple yet ridiculously effective. It's like having a universal remote control that only has one button, and that button is win. So what does Saitama do when he's already at the peak of heroism? That's the million-dollar question, and One Punch Man gives us a front-row seat to his mid-hero life crisis. And let's not forget about Genos, his cyborg protege. Together, they're like a buddy cop duo from the future, but instead of solving crimes, they're dealing with earth-shattering battles and trying to crash the superhero club of ranked heroes. So if you're not watching One Punch Man, you're missing out on a roller coaster of epic fights, existential dilemmas, and heroics that are funnier than a clown at a comedy club. Get ready for a punchline-packed adventure.
Killer Move Serious Series. Serious Punch.
When you're not sure what to do in your story, just make your characters duke it out. That's the golden rule that manga artist Yoshihiro Togashi followed, and he turned it into a masterpiece with Yu Yu Hakusho. And guess what? He did it again with Hunter x Hunter, and it's like fireworks on the 4th of July, dazzling, explosive, and unforgettable. Now let's talk about the stars of the show. The Hunters, these folks are like the A-listers of the warrior world. tracking down everything from rare animals to hidden treasures, and even human heads for a bit of extra cash. It's a combination of Indiana Jones, Crocodile Dundee, and a medieval bounty hunter, all rolled into one, but at the heart of Hunter x Hunter is a young boy who's got daddy issues to rival any soap opera. His old man abandoned him, and yet he's determined to follow in his footsteps and become a hunter. And a quick note for Netflix fans. There are 2 adaptations of this series, but you want the 2011 version. It's like the director's cut of a blockbuster movie, the one that's considered the cream of the crop. So if you're not on the Hunter x Hunter bandwagon yet, it's time to jump on it and experience the wild world of Hunter x Hunter.
やはり僕は正しかった。やはりこいつの牙は王にも届き得た。貴様を殺す。
I was supposed to die that night. You're the one who resurrected me, Doctor.
Monster isn't just good. It's like a fine wine of thrillers, aged to perfection. The story dances around the enigmatic lives of twin siblings and a doctor caught in their intricate web. Now, speaking of those twins, Jahan is the one who steals the spotlight, and boy does he do it in style. He's not your run-of-the-mill antagonist. He's an S-class genius psychopath. It's like he attended the school of villainy with top honors. This anime doesn't just take you on a joyride. It's a full-blown roller coaster of suspense and mystery that spans a whopping 70 episodes. You'll be on the edge of your seat for every single one of them, and your popcorn might get cold because you won't want to look away. Monster is a masterpiece that's often hailed as one of the best in the genre, and once you start watching, you're in for a deep dive that's harder to escape than quicksand. Consider your schedule officially cleared because after a day or 2 of binge watching, you'll find yourself completely immersed in this epic tale. It's the kind of show that's so gripping, you'll forget about the outside world. So grab some snacks, get comfortable, and prepare for a journey you won't want to end.
It's been a long time, Doctor. It's me. 9 years ago, you saved my life.
9 years ago?
Have you forgotten already, Doctor? About the twins?
Johan.
Cowboy Bebop, my friends, is a dazzling display of style, swagger, and horn sections that could wake the dead. The original anime locked 4 misfit souls on a spaceship, threw them into the world of bounty hunting, and turned them into a quirky existentialist family. Cowboy Bebop doesn't exactly follow the one big story rule. It's more like a collection of wild adventures held together with duct tape and dreams. But that's part of its charm. You get to see these characters' hearts thaw out like a popsicle on a summer day as they grapple with their own complicated past. Bebop is like a time capsule of all the cool stuff from the late 20th century. It's got nods to film noir, cyberpunk, westerns, rock and roll, jazz, Bruce Lee, and even Ridley Scott's Alien. It's like your grandpa's attic, but instead of old newspapers, you find a treasure trove of pop culture references. So if you've never dipped your toes into the vast sea of anime, Cowboy Bebop is the gateway drug. It's so good that it's practically mandatory viewing for any aspiring anime aficionado. So grab your bounty hunting gear and prepare for a spacefaring adventure that'll have you humming jazzy tunes and craving bell peppers and beef. Before we reveal our top pick, please take a moment to like this video. While you're at it, please hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future content. The Death Note, the anime masterpiece that's like a cat and mouse game on steroids. If we don't include it on this list, we might just find our names mysteriously written somewhere in a Death Note notebook. Death Note takes us on a wild ride through the life of Light Yagami, a high school student who's handed the ultimate to-do list. Eliminate anyone by just jotting down their name. Now, cue the dramatic music, because it's a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek with an investigator L hot on Light's trail. Directed by the maestro Tetsuo Araki, Death Note doesn't just tiptoe into the deep end, it cannonballs right in. It's like a philosophical pool party discussing morality, justice, loyalty, honor, and friendship, with characters so stylish they make Vogue models jealous. In a world that often feels like a never-ending dumpster fire, Death Note is the fire extinguisher of classic anime series. So, if you've been living in a cave and somehow missed Death Note, now's the time to jump in. Trust me, it's worth the hype. It's simply brilliant. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready for a darkness-filled adventure that reminds us that life's choices can be as lethal as a misused notebook.
I want to tell you I'm Al. What? There's no way. What's he talking about? If he really was L, he'd never admit to it. I thought this guy was a bit strange, but this is pretty extreme. Stop. This isn't good. Don't act surprised. On the off chance that he really is L, I have to act how Soichiro Yagami's son Light Yagami would act in this situation. There'd be no reason for him to be afraid. If you are who you say you are, then you have nothing but my respect and admiration.
Thank you. The reason I chose to reveal my identity to you is because I think you could be of some help to us on the Kira investigation.
And there you have it, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through the best anime to watch on Netflix. Comment down below if you like this video. Thanks you for watching. See you next time. Until then, stay tuned, stay passionate, and most importantly, happy watching.